People tend to buy houseboats because they're great value for money within an area. So for example, on this houseboat you can get 1,700 square feet for a lot less than you would pay if you were buying bricks and mortar somewhere else. And also it's something really unique, something particularly special. You would expect to pay somewhere between 1.5 and 2.5 million for a boat like this in a location like this. If one were to go further out of London, you could probably pick one up for a lot less money. But also it does depend on the mooring license and how long that's for. They generally don't have to move. You know, people are living in them rather than taking them out for a spin. I believe that some houseboats do have an engine, although I've never seen one that does. But they get tugged to wherever they need to go if they're moving a mooring or if they're being taken to a dry dock for a survey.
What the community gets out of the gardens is just a general feeling of well-being, just by seeing and having greenery around them, being able to look at all the flowers in the morning and the changes over the seasons, because we have a lot of cross-planting, etc., etc. And there's a lot of growing. We have a lot of apples of various kinds, quinces, medlars, and normal apples. It's very strange to imagine that you can have big trees and shrubs growing in very little soil. Because, I mean, effectively, our gardens are the rooftops of studios where people live, afloat. I would just say that it's a place like no other place. It's a secret, hidden little place in the center of London. And we have a great bunch of people living here, 120 people, roughly, more or less. It's a good community.
These boats actually were passenger boats for the 2012 Olympics. They started their life off in Stratford, and they look quite a bit different to what they do now. They were basically a steel hull with canvas sides. So we completely renovated the boats. We have a real mix of office workers who are looking for something different for a drink after work or brunch. And then we have travellers who are coming through Paddington on their way to Heathrow. And then combined with that, a real mix of, I guess, foodie types who are looking for a place to discover on the weekends. And I think the boats have that element of feeling quite different.